Ooh. Oh, man. Hey, welcome back to Morrowind. I dropped some frames somewhere during that opening. Weird. Oh, whatever. Hey. Back into the TAMRIEL rebuilt mod for Morrowind. Hey, Green Ghost. Kind of looking around, there's not a lot left to do in this area. I could try going to some of these other zones for fun. Like, Alt Khan. Just to kind of explore around, you know? Maybe have a stream of me getting lost again. But this time doing it on purpose. Getting lost on purpose is fun. Getting lost because they didn't give you any fucking directions is really frustrating. Ah, that's right. Went back and got Sunder to train bludgeoning with. The shield I have on? Oh yeah, still my Fortify shield. That's this here. Mold. Anywhere near Seethe? Hello. Brings you to Mold. My mentor, Dovor Androth, doesn't get many visitors these days.
Outlander.
Admit I don't know who that is. He doesn't appear to... Ah, there he is. Hello. Come for training? Already have an apprentice, but I can spare me a few moments for the right price. Ah. You train in Destruction, Mysticism, and Restoration. Okay, I think. I could train Restoration, and that wouldn't be bad, but I don't really need training at this point in the game. Like, at over 400 health, almost 700 fatigue, I'm good. And 239 armor. Not quite the cap, but I also don't have heavy armor capped out anyway. Always a good quoom. Not a thought behind those eyes, you big ol' weirdo. Fine, I was looking at the quoom. Very ranch. Ranch? Sure you don't mean plantation? I mean, you don't actually have any plants, so I guess it wouldn't be. War. Made it back to A Road. Looks like it might connect to Aldcon. Is that what it's called? Aldcon, yeah. Ah! Canyon Thresher was one thing. Ah! The entire animal kingdom coming to run the ones? I have a hammer and I'm not afraid to beat you with it. Weird leech thing. Who's this guy? Ovis Baron. Turn around these narrow canyons. Never have set out in that sandstorm. I didn't want to wait around Stormgate Pass for the Empire's arrogant pets eyeing me down. I deliver this poison sample to Narcissus. Kind of poison sample. A Marconian poison from Storehold for a rat catcher in Narcissus named Injuring the Viper. Take it to the last stretch and keep the delivery payment. Sure. Good. Deliver the package. I can head back to Stormhold. Injuring the Viper operates in the Narcissus sewers. Whereabouts? Under Narcissus, probably. Well, the factor told me was the foreign quarter sewers. Apparently there's an entrance behind the Mage's Guild building. Alright, that's actually way more informative than you probably thought it was. I should probably try to actually discover this place before I leave it. Oh, it's an old Daedric ruin. But with ordinators at it?
Tidings. Do I know you?
Quite an impressive outfit. Fuck you too. An occupied Daedric shrine. Not what I expected.
Let's do some business, shall we?
Devil's dead, yeah, all that shit. Guess you guys already looted whatever was important here. They kind of all just have generic dialogue. So when one would be like, oh, we could get... If only we could go deeper into the shrine, but the Daedra there are too powerful for us to fight. No. Wow, this was to friggin' Molech Ball. Nah, they got everything. This is an Civi shrine now. Appreciate the balls of this. Not for you, Outlander. Recommend that you leave. Alright, fine.
Tidings.
Alright, so Aldcon itself isn't all that interesting. There's just people standing around here. I assume if you're part of, like, the Civi cult, whatever they're called, I forget. And there's probably a quest here for that, but...
Go on about your business.
Nothing for me. I think I do still have my recall set to Narcissus. Sure enough. Even have it in front of the Mage's Guild. Sewer entrance is apparently right behind it. Looks like a sewer entrance to me. Ew.
May the wind be on your back.
Any rats? Big pointy ears. Beady red eyes. You know rats. My job to make sure nothing is scurrying around these sewers. I get it. Where is the friggin' package for me? Yeah, here you go. Better be as potent as they say it is. If it works on lizards, it'll work on rats. Here's a gold. Got any of that sample on you? You better take this so you don't end up like the last courier. Potion of cure poison. 150 gold. Neat. I guess that didn't amount to much, did it? Well, let's try getting to Septim's Gate Pass. Seems like it would be a long journey. Whee! Guess this is a river here. Not a road. Not always easy to tell those apart on a map. Gray and blue look more similar than you'd expect sometimes. Do 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 a boo do do boo do do do. I don't have any particular goals in mind at the moment other than find new stuff to do. For how big the place is, imagine it's not going to be difficult, just time consuming. Keep following this road long enough, I'll run into the edge of the world. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Cyrodiil over there. Die. Filled in that little square. Now I'll not be insane. Here's that big old bridge I crossed and figured I'd gone too far. Feels like years ago. But here's the Quama Forager still. Still a Quama corpse. Second bridge. Na 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 na. And it's gone.
Oh, go away.
Who there? It's Guardian. How we do with these Imperials? Sharish Asalani, a good friend, hasn't returned home, and I've heard he was taken by the Legion here at the border. Oh yeah, this is the border. Sharish Asalani. Where the Imperials have him. When I asked for information, they kicked me out. I want to work with you. You may be able to find a way to free him. Will you help me? I'll look into it. Ask the Legion and Septimus Gate Pass and learn what you can. Let me know what you find. Yeah, no, it is on a hinge there. Hey, how's it going? That's the Shanathi that Ugnon is watching over in the holding cell in the main keep. Alright.
Why walk when you can ride?
Welcome, Argonian. Let's set aside our differences and talk, shall we?
What? You go to... You have a Gwar carriage? Goes to Ship al-Sharai and nowhere else? I suppose that is a pretty decent thing, actually. Holding cell in the main keep.
What is this regarding, Argonian?
Ugnan.
What can she
What
do
say?
for you? I have a feeling.
Sure enough,
that
here he
you
is.
and I are about to become very.
They're about the
close.
prisoner? Sharish Asalani? Seems like a popular fellow. His friend came earlier, loudly demanding we free him. Couldn't be reasoned with, so we had to escort him from the premises. Hey, maybe I can explain why you guys locked him up. What's the deal? He's the Shanathi in the holding cell here, I assumed. Arrested him over the border in Cyrodiil on suspicion of sapphire larceny. He's already served his time, so I'd like to let him go. Thing is, I can't until we confiscate the sapphires he stole and, well, he swallowed them. Ah, okay. Since we arrest him, he's clearly been in terrible pain trying to digest those sapphires. He even seems to be having some kind of hallucinations about womb eggs and sky renders. We gave him all the potions we could think of, but none of them had any effect. Like I said, I'd like to let him go, but I think he's done for. Sad, we're out of options, so we're just waiting for him to pass away so we can get those sapphires back. You know him now, be your last chance to say farewell. Finish serving his sentence. They can't let him go until they confiscate the sapphires he swallowed before he was arrested. Extreme pain, the Legion has given up on saving him. Heard the story from that Imperial soldier, but I assure you I'm not delirious. Please listen to me. My life is in danger. All I need is 2 ingredients for this Shanathi remedy to help me pass the sapphires I swallowed. Yeah, no, you sound pretty lucid. This guy's just stupid, isn't he? Very. That's right. As Imperials arrested me, I panicked and swallowed my sapphires. Now I'm in awful pain and may even die, but the guards won't let me go until they can confiscate the sapphires. Reasonable, actually. Pour several potions down my throat, but it's meaningless. The only thing that'll help me pass these sapphires is a Shanathi remedy. Need a cool egg and some Skyrend venom. Gather these ingredients for me? Sure. Finally, someone willing to listen. Thank you. As for where you can find the ingredients, Coom egg should be easy enough. Find one in a Coom breeding cave or for sale by Shanathi merchants. Skyrend venom, however, may be more difficult. Harvested from Skyrenders, usually found around their hives nestled in the canyons, but fearsome creatures. The alchemist may carry it as well. Best of luck. Hold out as long as I can. Maybe I can try asking his friend outside if he has any extra hints. Yeah, Remedy. Need to find a clue making some Skyrim venom? Please hurry.
Make it quick.
You're literally fucking useless. Alright, I guess just fucking search around. These are usually my least favorite kind of quests, actually. That one specifically was wild. The two near it, a diseased one and a regular one. Nah, they're different. This one has a disease, so it can't be wild and murderous. And this one's not wild, therefore it won't attack you. What's the difference? Shut up about it. Honestly, Skyrender Venom I see being easier, because you can fucking hear them a mile away. Scrib. Pet to Scrib. Just remembered, like, I was looking at some of my shorts, because I upload shorts daily now. I noticed that several of them just did terribly. I looked back over trying to figure out why they did so poorly. Like, I'm talking 1 view each. Terrible. When I'm usually averaging around 700 for stuff, even in that same game category. And I looked, and I figured it out. Of course, it's because of the algorithm, because I'm saying swears during those. So I'm gonna have to try to self-censor when I'm doing bits. When I'm making goofs and gaffes and jokes and laughs, I have to try not to swear so much. Not like I'm getting money for that as yet. YouTube's so annoying. It is. I'm gonna roll out the friggin' age verification thing. Although, to be fair, you know, stopped clocks are right twice a day. The government actually is really putting pressure on American companies to not do that, because that's not an American law. You can be... It's impossible to be wrong every single time, is how I'll say that. Gotta remember. Here's a Daedric Shrine. It's not a thing I'm looking for, but still neat. I actually really like the effect of the sun when it's low in the sky in this game. I think it looks good. Where am I? Usiran Camp. Or Osiran? Who knows? Quum. Need one of their eggs. Too bad cliff racers aren't limited to Vardenfell. Would it really be Morrowind if, while exploring the wilderness, I wasn't constantly being assaulted by pterodactyls? Tatunabi. Good adventurers go left. They don't find anything, but they do it. Ah, hey, what's up? Leave us in peace, we aren't hurting anyone.
This scent is new.
Not hurting anyone. Yeah, I know.
Summoned by another. Questions again.
I'm not gonna take your money, you might need that to eat. It's gone. Give me one chance to leave this place and forget what you found here, brother. Be gone. Alright, jeez. At least they added the brother part to indicate that they recognize it's an Argonian. Though it should be Egg Brother. Where does bug come from? You gonna out-gamer Birdly? Right, you've been posting in the Discord about how you're playing through Deltarune on a friggin' pad. On a friggin' box. Always forget what to call those. And, it looks cool what you're doing. The closest thing I have is, I have one of those old, like, okay, I don't know if you had... So I had this way after it was appropriate to have one. One of those, where it's just the joystick, essentially, and all the buttons are on that, maybe some on the base of it. But it's this big joystick with buttons on it. It was kind of supposed to be for, like, flight simulation games. So I always had one of those growing up as a kid, way after it was, like, reasonable to have one, because it was, like, only in the 90s. Fight stick, arcade stick. Whatever it is, it's easier than you thought. I mean, it's still like a proper controller. A flight sim joystick. You think you had one? Hey, yeah. So I had one growing up. I don't think I actually had any games that went with it, so I just played pretend with it, like, oh, I'm like a Star Wars pilot or whatever. But, I later, like, properly got one of those older games. I realized my old joystick actually didn't work with my computer, so I have a newer one of those, and I still have it, and if I ever play one of those games on stream, I'd love to try to use it for that. Like, the old X-Wing games for Star Wars, actually. They give Altmer the most absurd hairstyles in this game. It certainly makes them look different. Nordic Iron. Not much of interest here. Oh, wait, what are those? Mole crab eggs, dang. Looked like eggs, but I was hoping they were Quoom eggs. Nice skeleton, idiot. Nice damage, idiot. To be fair, spells are the only way to even get close to hurting Ngoth at this point. It really doesn't have much in terms of elemental resistances. These got Fire, Frost, and Shock 10%, Magic at 10%, and should be very resistant to Poison all at this point. Hooge Sprout Pulp. I don't know. I have a lot of hammers, but I feel like it's really hard to have too many.
Now you're going to get it.
Oh, a Bosmer. Tiny little things. I have these. Why not use one rather than waste magic? Oh, that's right. Oh wow, I can really train against you. Nice healing magic, idiot. I don't know how you died during that, but I won't question it. Crazy to let Burley volunteer at the library with how he never shuts up. Yeah. Oh, you had ebony gear. Explains why it was actually a little tricky to kill you. Just a bit, though. Shadow Weave Ring. Chameleon and Sanctuary. Eh. Just saving myself fun magicka costs. Locked room. Right. Probably should have worn these bracers, too. What kind did you have on? You didn't. Yeah, that would have helped immensely for you. Who's there? Oh, hey, what's up? All that healing didn't do you any favors. Bash in your kneecaps.
You can.
Whatever. $50 gold. Gold. Does 5 even really constitute as being locked? There's a point where you might as well just hide it under your bed to keep it safer.
Am I good or what?
What is that armor set you're wearing? Warhide. Sick bastard. Die. Gross. These would be their food stores. Also, all their, dinnerware. Ah, now fronds. Was hoping, but nope. Oh wait, a kume, sweet. Needed one of those. Sky-render Venom. A little doubtful they'll have that here, but I'll look around. It's not really food. Ooh, illustrations. The Skylamp Knight. Okay, illustration. Singular. This place wasn't a total bust. Ah, slum gum. It's not venom. Still gross, but you know. One leads to lower level, the other one just leads to Caladrian. What does that mean? Ah, the roof. Friend or foe? I don't know you, what do you want? Fair enough.
Hello. Did you want something?
I like your hat. Propylon chamber. Now then, sky renders. This is a valley, but is this one of the valleys they live in? Looks similar enough to the other valley they live in. I'll look around. Ugh. That's what happens. Bring good tidings. Apparently, Bo-Katan is such a nonsensical character, caused Katie Sackhoff to have a crisis of confidence in her acting ability for the first time in her 20-plus year career. Because she could not get Bo-Katan. Well, you see, it's really simple. Every time she appears, she has a different motivation that's still going to take all the character development from someone who's had way more screen time and use it instead on you for no reason. So that they can go back to a sick status quo. Except still throw away the status quo for unrelated reasons. I would be the first to tell her it's not her fault. See, I'm not what's called a friggin' psychopath who blames actors for how a character is written. Because believe it or not, they don't usually have a lot of say in that. I'm sure I've gone on painful, annoying diatribes of why I don't like Bo-Katan's character, and I feel like I've explained myself well enough. I don't need to go on another one. You're curious, Quilla? Hi, by the way. Once fell asleep while ranting about Bo-Katan? No, that's not quite what happened. I once ranted about her so hard that it tired me out and I fell asleep for the rest of, like, the conversation we were having during the stream. Not stream, you were technically... Like, we were watching something together. Bo-Katana. I am looking for sky renders because I need their venom to make a laxative for a guy so he can pass a sapphire he swallowed. Actually, multiple sapphires. Enchant a katana and give it that name. If I come across another Daedric katana, I'll do it for fun. Or maybe I should make it an iron one, because I don't like her. Ald Khan. I circled back around to Ald Khan. I went to, like, friggin' Septim's Gate Pass. I've been out looking for this stuff so long. I found the Quum egg easy enough. Well, randomly. Yeah, this place is cool. It's a Daedric shrine that is completely occupied by Civi, essentially. The Bo-Katana. Damage willpower on strike. Oh, that's cool. They actually added the, like, knocked over pieces of the statue down at the bottom. That's cool. Suck it, Molag. Probably the hardest one to work with. You just ask people to do fucked up stuff. I need to go west. Possibly more north to try to get at some of their nests. I think too much water here for them. Seem more desert dwelling. This place is too lush for where they usually are. Over this line is more believable. War was rapid, son. Had to put it down. The other thing about a Skyrender nest is I'll know when I'm close. Unless it's one I've already cleared out, but There aren't too many of those. Moving east again. All roads lead east. Maroon's Dagon. I want to kill people to enact bloody change. Malakath. I want my people to kill their enemies to prove their strength. Sheogorath. I want to make the world more interesting with my madmen's creativity. Molag Bal. Want people to suffer.
What is this regarding, Argonian?
I'm crossing a bridge. May surprise you to learn Argonians cross bridges too. Really all Molag Bal stands for. I don't know why anyone worships him. Usually, I think the people who worship Molag Bal fall into two categories. They want to be like him. Like, they also just like torturing people, because they're fucked up weirdos themselves. Or they want to be vampires, like, they want special vampirism that's not as bad as other vampirism, and seems to be the one who can offer that version of it. Like, apparently Vampire Lord came straight from him, and they still keep a shrine to him. It's still pretty bad. I don't know, I think Vampire Lord is way more upsides than downsides. Like, apparently it's not visually obvious. Even if you're blood-starved. Supposed pure-blooded vampires, yeah. Like, the sun doesn't burn you, it just makes stuff more inconvenient. Like, ironically, I suppose maybe not ironically, it's actually way closer to how Dracula's powers work in the actual Bram Stoker novel. Because he doesn't burn in the sunlight or anything. His powers just kinda don't work during the daytime. He can only use them at exactly sunrise, sunset, and high noon. Like, during the night, he's basically intangible, but during the day, they bash his head in with a shovel, and for the rest of the novel, he just has a scar on his head from where he got hit. You're not a Skyrender, but you're funny to kill. You're, I mean, you're some kind of arthropod, but you're not a giant bug. You only have 4 legs. Be a vampire, get amazing powers in really stupidly specific circumstances. A regular vampire, sure. Oh, during the night, he can do it whenever the hell he wants. And his powers are pretty extensive. And it's only like his, like, his less mundane powers, I suppose. He can also climb walls like a lizard. He can transform into a wolf or a bat or mist. Like I said, he's completely invulnerable to any kind of weaponry whatsoever during the night. I will say there are some other drawbacks. He does have to frequently sleep in his own grave soil. Like, he has to get the soil of where he was actually literally buried and keep it with him, sleep in it in his coffin. If he doesn't do that, he goes into this weird, like, this weird, almost death state, and he is completely vulnerable during it. But it's so unnerving, the first time they find him in it, they just run away, because he looks so terrifying while he's in it. That's actually... They do hit him with the shovel then, and then they later beat themselves for not killing him. Likes to be a vampire when global warming causes your native soil to recede under the sea level. I mean, you could just get the soil and then put it in your grave, and that's good enough. It's just, usually it's also safer to have your grave pre-buried. Or you gotta find a good way to hide it, is the problem. Again, it is when he's still at his most vulnerable. Like, 9 times out of 10, they can't find him during the day. He's too well hidden. It doesn't matter that he's vulnerable, he knows how to hide. Although, he also doesn't get the excuse of, being able to just hide from the sunlight, because it doesn't matter how much sunlight he's in. It just matters what time of day it is. Presumably it changes with time zone. It'd be really funny if it didn't. I know there's not going to be any sky renders in here, I just also want to explore Daedric Shrines. They're fun. Humans down here? Sorry, what is her name? Botilda? Sometimes saves me having to recharge my magic. Ah! An orc? What's this shrine to? These scrolls. Bloodfire. Cure common disease on a target. I guess that's okay, but meh. Owner Black Eyes. Okay. Maroon's Dagon. Dang it. Really hoping I could find more cursed gemstones. Don't think there's anything down there. Really doesn't look like it. Ah, water. Any other entrances here? Could be. It doesn't look like it. Or Daedra, though. Ooh, it's a good Shirai hopper. You are. You are as well. Do not feel lonely. Also you. Okay, no, this one's not good. This diseased. Where did all these skeletons come from? Took some damage there. Speed damage. The fuck was that, though? Where did they all come from? They just standing around waiting? Usaran Bone Lord. Old Usaran Halberd. Can't repair during battle. I think I still gotta go further north to find sky renders. I'm sure everyone remembers Skylanders. I keep thinking of them whenever I say sky renders. It was fun until everyone did it. You know, initially when it was just kind of one collectible that some people wanted, it was pretty cool, but then that led to amiibos, and I think everything has gone downhill since then. Were amiibos the start of it getting really unbearable to try to own things? It feels like they were, but maybe that's just when it started. Maybe it just coincided to when it was also getting hard to stay a child. Could be a complete coincidence, frankly. Actually, you know what? They probably have a shrine here. Should go get my damage repaired. Scent of Nibbin. Gate to Cyrodiil remains closed for now. I wonder if they have plans to actually integrate it so you can walk through there at some point when they, like... But for the sister project doing Cyrodiil as well. That'd be kind of cool. If they made it so that they could physically connect like that.
What was that about?
What does the article?
Let's do some business, shall we?
I don't know why I'm doing it like this. I could just... Northern Gatehouse.
Okay, I'm
I
listening.
suppose it is my duty to help those less fortunate than myself.
All hail under the Drake, citizen.
What say you?
Ah, this is a shrine. Attributes restored.
Today and
Oh,
tomorrow, good luck.
Get my amulet back on. Back on our blind hope to run into Skyrenders. What am I at? Ashurbalipal. What? Must be that up there. Nyx Hounds. Ow. Still levitating. Ah, there it goes. Ashurbalipal. Oh, a golden saint. Your soul is mine. These things are horrific. Oh, right, forgot you were still here. Where's that thing you're swinging at me? Nordic Warhammer. Sure enough. Hello, generic-looking demon. Hello, generic-looking corpse. Gasta Kvata Kvakis, Corpse Preparation Volume 2, an Iron Spark Sword. Meh. You know what? Eat the mage. There. Who's behind me right now? Hey, heavy armor to 90. Just keep hammering away. It, at one point, just exploded. The Blue Book of Riddles. Ooh. Herein are presented all manner of riddles, as collected by the scholars of Saint Realms to the greater glory of the tribunal Civi. Posing and puzzling of riddles is a convention of polite, aristocratic Western society. Yeah. Where's the fucking riddles? Just no riddles. Point to you then. I'm so excited. Here's a book of riddles. It's completely empty other than a description of what riddles are. Gatha Lal. Shadow's Embrace. Constant effect chameleon 25%. It's unique. Raw arsenic. Just carrying that with you. Ooh, restore strength. Daedric Wakazashi, that's almost what I was looking for. White Book of Third Era. Great House Indoril. Brain fatigue. Oh, right. On this paper is a scroll of diagram lists and images. Diagrams, lists, and images, all linking different figures and institutions to some Imperial Intelligence Agency. Noted. Probably take that, actually. Call it a hunch. remarkably durable for someone wearing a robe. Must be wearing, like, full ebony under it. Oh, wow. Actually broke your helmet. Then you blew yourself up with your own spell. Fëanor of Sunhold. She grasps Vitality. 5 to 10 health restore for 6 seconds on self when cast. Dwemer Boots of Reflexes. Constant effect Fortify Agility 10 points. I had a bunch of heavy armor on. Just broke his weaker stuff because it was so much.
I'm listening. Go
Not
ahead.
so loud. I've been trying to put my children to sleep for hours now, and they've only just settled. Come again? Oh yes, I could talk about these little rascals for days. Let's see. Orvis Allen, Morlin Allen, Belveni Allen. Am I missing someone? Oh, and Galdarus Allen too. Poor boy, but he couldn't come. Orvis is my second eldest. Loves to read and write. Comes with all these silly stories. Don't understand them at all, to be honest. I'm so happy to share them with everybody. Sure, he'll talk your ear off too if you let him get started. Morlin. So full of energy. So willful. Didn't want to come. Think he would have preferred to stay with Galdarus in the city. Must all come when we're called. Belveni? Smaller, my children, but she has the biggest heart and smile. Everything she does is so full of love. Reminds me so much of her father. What were we talking about again? Galdarus. Fine young man, really. But so distant. He doesn't get along with his siblings at all. He always has this air of sadness around him. Gethin said that if I stayed here and took very good care of the other children, Galdarus might hear the calling too. Like that very much. I think he'd be happier here. Okay. Something's really messed up here. Daedric Greatsword Helgi. Who are you? Durable. That's a Daedric helmet of some kind. I'm not sure which one. Oh, you're regenerating. Oh, you summoned another saint. Alright, I'll just kill her too. Congratulations, you dealt enough damage to actually hurt me for a second. But it still wasn't enough. Gethin Horan. Amulet of Auric Intercession. Summon Golden Saint for 30 seconds, cool. Shadow Fang. One-handed long blade. Shock damage and blind. And Haven Mail. Constant effects, Sanctuary 10 points. Cool. Sink it into the ground there. That's Shiggy if ever I done seen him. Sorry, I need these. Ooh, 85. Fun fact, most traps are on touch, so if you telekinesis to open them, you don't really gotta worry. This is all valuable stuff, I just don't need it. That potion could be useful. Ekash Money Septums. Ah, I get it. Always thought a spell to undo traps would be nice, like probes. Yeah, that'd be cool. But telekinesis kind of fulfills that purpose. Like, you're not going to be affected by the trap. So, in essence, it still does that. Golden Saint Cuirass. Ah. If it weren't medium armor, that'd be interesting. Not strictly necessary, because you can use telekinesis, but it does require you to stand back, which is just kind of frustrating sometimes. Yeah. Oh yeah, it also turns touch spells into ranged spells. Put it on anyway. Sure. Yeah, it didn't do anything. Switch back to my actual gear. Because I don't care about traps at this point, usually. Take off the robe? Yeah, that might have helped, actually. Ah. Always forget how to... What was the button you can press to not move? Sexual liberation is here. True equality for all. Argonians don't have boobs in this game. F sheathes and unsheathes my weapon. Hold F for orbit cam. Are you sure? Hold the perspective button. I totally for sure know what that is. Tab. Oh wow. It actually doesn't fit even a little bit. It's just open there. That's actually really funny. Take that as a trophy. You do not find that gear just out and about.
What is this about?
I don't know what this lady's on about, but it's weird. And the men wear boot plate. MF is real quiet since... Why don't the men have to wear boot plate? MF is real quiet since this mod dropped.
Now you're going to get it.
Oh, hi there. Throw a knife of paralyzing at me? Did your dumbass hit yourself with your knife? Alanwin's kitchen knife. Damage, health, paralyze 5 seconds, weakness to normal weapons. And a cooking knife. Unique names. That's another trophy. It's actually very rare. I think there's only one of each piece currently. Golden Saint Armor is a new addition. Great for medium armor users. Cool. I'm not one of those, but good for them. Even though Argonians, I think, do get medium armor buffs. Actually, I totally forgot to check something down there. Top tier option doesn't require a whole ass DLC quest line. Yeah, it just requires seemingly the same level of random knowledge that it takes to get full Daedric. Actually, possibly even more. I almost forgot. Daedric Face of Consolation. I definitely don't have that, face yet. Because I don't think that's in the base game. Armor rating 90. Yeah, no, that is pretty good. I have very little points in medium armor, so... At high medium armor, that starts being actually competitive. But with the benefit of not weighing you down as much. What medium armor always should have been, the, compromise between maximum defense and maximum speed. Anyway, it is not a very happy compromise. Yeah, I meant one that actually what? No, here's the thing. In the original base Morrowind, it's not. Because the strongest medium armor is still less defensive than the strongest light armor. So it actually was never a compromise. It was just straight up worse. Well, the compromise you make to keep the peace, but everyone is unhappy about it. I don't think that even succeeded at keeping the peace. I think it literally doesn't constitute as a compromise at that point. It's just giving up. I would say light armor is just the better choice. It is. It's way easier to get top-tier light armor. There's better, like, unique enchantments in light armor, too. Yeah, glass armor is really good. Like, I would say, if you are just playing kind of casually, light armor is your best bet, because you don't have to work that hard to get really good light armor. Whereas with Daedric, you have to, like, with heavy armor, I should say, you have to work very hard to get the best heavy armor. You gotta put in effort to get feather or a lot of strength, too. Like, if you're... genuinely, here is my tip to, I don't know how to play Morrowind, help me. Pick a red guard, and pick starting skills in light armor and longsword. Pick up a great sword, or a sword if you want to, or just like a one-hander if you want to do a shield. You don't need a shield, but if you want a shield, go for it. And just get some light armor, you will blaze through the early parts of the game. Glass armor is actually so easy to get if you know where to know where it is. Yeah, glass armor is not hard to find, is the thing. But the gold brand quest, red guard, longsword, glass armor, jumpstart the gold brand quest. Yeah, I'm talking about someone who's like going in completely blind and they're like, I don't get it, what do I do? Like, that's if you know how it works and you want to make it easy as shit. I would also say, for your starting stats, one of them should always be, what is it called in this game? Endurance, and go ahead and pick the lady as your starter. Do that, and you'll also have tons of health. Not the maximum possible. Redguard are not quite that good, but it's still going to be really, really good. You're going to have huge bonuses to your 2-hit. Your skills are going to start out real high, the ones you want to use anyway. And you can just go out and kill things like it's Skyrim. If you just can't get through the early part of this game, do that. It'll be so easy. And then once you've learned the game, come back and try other stuff. Kind of amuses me that everyone says there are no hints to find the Shrine of Boethia that starts Goldbrand. There is one in Satanin. You're running. There's also one from Mike, but that's no easier to find than the Shrine. Yeah, I feel like hints from Mike can't count. Because he's actually harder to find than a lot of the other crap. Not to mention, a lot of his advice is just lying. As his name suggests. The problem is, not all of it is. Man, I thought Skyrenders would be way easier to find out here. Asukilunend. Find Daedric shrines left, right, and center. But giant hornets. Nowhere. Just don't exist anymore with their meat honey. Which is really gross. Aww. Look like they're in such pain when they go down. I don't like killing them, so I don't like the diseased ones that attack you.
How does it feel to know death is made of
Let me live.
Okay, like, let me live. My robe actually doesn't have a constant effect, so I don't need to have it on
Let me live.
at all times if I don't really want to. It actually looks pretty dumb, so I don't mind leaving it off. The robes do not look good in this game. If I wore the armor over the robe, I'd like it more, because then it'd be a skirt. Actually, can I still equip a skirt over pants? Is that how this game works? I do not remember how that slots work. How that slots work? How that slot thing works. Still during battle, apparently.
Let me live.
Dude, I'm not gonna Till you took a swing on me, I wasn't gonna do anything. You asked me to spare you, and I was gonna. I was gonna let you live. Classic Morrowind NPC, screaming "Let me live" as they swing at ya. Classic other Morrowind enemy. Burn. You paralyze yourself? Oh no, a trap. Just for that, I'm not leaving anymore. Oh, is that a troll helmet? Troll bone helm, cool. I got one too. Mine's magic, though. Actually, it might not be troll bone.
It's about time I had some fun.
Naked guy. Naked guy not wearing armor.
Kill it!
Tell you that. Dead adventurer. Well, thought he was Caius with a shirtless fit. You ain't Caius, buddy. Caius is a friend of mine. Caius gave me the shirt off his back. You ain't Caius. Caius lent me his apartment, and is for sure coming back at some point. Which one do I have on? Open door, okay. Ooh, alteration in 94, sweet. Read an interview with Ken Rolston, where he described Caius as vaguely sexual. Like, that was part of the intention in him making him shirtless. Probably shouldn't have made him bald, then. Well, not bald, balding. Shouldn't have given him the toilet bowl cut, if that's what they were going for. The memes are still true, but they were meant to be memes. It's still weird that Daedra used, you know, dwarven equipment, right? That's weird, right? Dwarves make some kind of deal before they left? The dwarves really just were kind of jerks to Daedra most of the time. Not without reason, I'll grant you, but... vaguely sexual, not overtly sexual. He's also supposed to keep you out a little. Creep you out a little, right. And there is the voice line they chose for him. Yes... Guys is supposed to be uncomfortable. The shirtless, balding old guy with drugs under his bed. Lunch to 92. After this, I might head back for Keening to start leveling Shortblade.
You will die.
Hi, I'm here to kill you. Hey, thanks for the magic back, idiot. I also bounced your magic back at you. Ebon Weave. Kinda like that Ebon Weave gear. It makes it look kinda like clothing. I think that works for aesthetic attempts. Empty notebook. Board. Nah. Not as good as glass, but it's pretty high-tier light armor. Neat. If you play on a lower difficulty, you can probably still get away with it. Especially in the late game. Which steel dagger? Which steel dagger is which? I'll leave. No, I'll escort myself out. Just kidding, you can't get rid of me that easy. Yay! Finally more of these gems. Hope I get something cool for completing that for how long it takes. Oh, there was gold in that. I didn't even notice at first. Just more gold coins. Love the Morrowind skull. It's so goofy looking. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, no, there's something off about that. A heel? Like, the eye sockets are way too close together. And there's something off about the shape of the mouth, too. His little grin just, Just happy to be here. Hey, what's this? Daedric Broadsword. Daedric weapons look really cool in this game. Actually, Daedric weapons usually look pretty cool in most games. I suppose the only one they don't look especially cool in is probably Daggerfall, simply because they just look red. Which isn't to say red looks bad, by any means. That's still pretty cool. But you know. A bloodstain here. Clean up after yourselves. Why is this stuff still smoldering? Like it was on fire before. And could burst back into flames at any time. I guess so is this ice corpse, but nah, that's like the air around it being so cold. Okay, got a Daedric Broadsword literally at level 1. You played the Anvil mod, because of a poorly thought out town quest where the one enemy you fight has a Daedric Broadsword and you just cheesed him to death. Really carried that playthrough. I can imagine having the strongest one-handed long blade in the game from the word go might help with a few things. Might trivialize some encounters in the early game. Oh good, a goblin. Oh good, whatever the heck this thing is. War Durzog. Can never remember. Hey, bathwater. I think goblins might have infested this ancestral tomb. As much as Ungoth does not care about the ancestral bullcrap that the Dunmer pull, no one deserves a goblin infestation, frankly. Cool, but also do think it was just poorly thought out game design. There's very little challenge between a level 1 PC and a Daedric weapon. Yeah. It probably wasn't intentional. I am curious what you did to cheese him. It doesn't sound like you had very little difficulty doing it, though. Grabbler's loot stash. Goblin scribbles. Loot here bad. Boss mad at me. My idea to loot tomb. Still not open last door. Picks not work. Shops not work. Need open door before boss get mad. Boss happy we found cave. He say it good base. Loot's found. Dust jars times 2 hands. Weird stools 1 hands. Shiny circles 3 hands. Written by Grabbler, loot boss. I think I found my new favorite character in Elder Scrolls. Grabbler the loot boss. Hit him, ran out the door, round to the other door, ran in, hit him again, and then back out. Had to do it, yeah. Let's get some magic back. Hey, how high was this lock? Only 20. $12 gold and 2 fool's gold. Oh my god. Got hit, it was 1 shot. Once he got the rhythm down, it wasn't very difficult. I can imagine, yeah. Of course. And I did take a little strength damage, but not that much. Last Spark Slayer, expensive robe, Daedra Heart. You have a Velothi chest with a bunch of gold in it. You guys don't deserve a goblin infestation. I'm just gonna steal everything instead. That'll be better for everyone. Ngoth is just putting money back into the economy by hoarding thousands of it that he doesn't really spend because he kinda has no needs anymore. Grave Maggot Chieftain. Festering Blade. It's a unique weapon, so I'll take it. And the gourd. He wasn't using it, is the interesting part. Grave Maggot Thrall. $3 gold. Karai Hopper Meat. How dare you? I do wonder if that was a bit of a joke by the mod makers about how rare it is for a random ancestral tomb to actually have anything worth getting. The point that most players will ignore all but very specific ones. They said this was bad loot place. What does Ngoth spend all his gold on in between games? That's a good question. So, in Arena, he was never especially rich. He actually had to spend a lot of his gold on just keeping his stuff repaired. Because it was, by the end game, it was actually very pricey to keep his weapons in good condition. Because the higher tier weapons are actually really expensive to repair. His armor was never that pricey because he could only wear leather. He made most of his gold in that game by selling enchanted gear he didn't need. So I imagine he probably ended up spending... Here's the thing, you also don't get that much gold in Arena in general. So I'd say his starting gold in Daggerfall might have been a good indication of just how much he had left after living expenses for a while. Like, how much he could feasibly bring with him. Because I actually started with, I think, the 500 starting gold and the Ebony Dagger. Or the starting gold and the Ebony Dagger, I think, were Ungoth's picks. For Daggerfall, between that and Morrowind, I think it was more just... they kind of confiscated a lot of his stuff so that he wouldn't arrive rich as hell. I imagine he's still got a lot of his assets in Cyrodiil. He does own a boat that he actually lived on for a while. They genuinely, in Daggerfall, don't bother buying a house. Buy a boat. It's just as good, and it's portable. It's just a portable house, and it costs less, in fact. The economy sure changed fast from Arena to Daggerfall. Yeah, in Daggerfall, you just get money by the piles. Oh, wait. Ah. The bow katana is almost ready. I mean, I found the katana I'll put it in, because I'm not naming anything good after her. As for what he'll do between Morrowind and Skyrim, I imagine he leaves most of his gold in Cyrodiil because it's not going to do him any good in Akavir. Like, what, is he going to find friggin' Imperial trade there? They made this too steep to actually climb up it. Or they forgot to add... Now, you can definitely walk up stuff that steep, they just gave it a slide on it, which I don't think they meant to do. A lot of grand soul gems in here, wow. Ooh, Lock Splitter. It is gold, to be fair. Yeah, but he doesn't even know if there's friggin' shops in Akavir. It has some intrinsic value. It would have some, but only by its weight, and gold is heavy as hell. So maybe he brought... If anything, he might have converted it to gold ingots to, you know, deal with. Like, he might have converted some of it to just straight-up ingots that he knows he can get some kind of exchange fairly for, versus coins that would be hard to exchange for anything over there. Empty. Clearing a boat with enough supplies to go to Akavir is probably expensive. That was also probably a big chunk of it. But... he's got a lot. 81,000. Buy a crew, and crew is a hard... crew is tough to say. Like, crew in the sense they'll bring him there, and he's just kind of been told he'll have a way back eventually. A lot of food and other supplies. For the trip itself, you need quite a bit of food, sure. Because it is supposed to be pretty far away. And you'd need a lot of hazard pay for how far it is, too. It'd be a lot of gold to hire up a crew for that kind of trip. But again, he does also he does own his own boat. So it wouldn't be too bad if he really wanted it. Just getting some people insane enough to go on the crew would be tricky. And having to buy all the supplies for all of them. Or, I don't know, maybe the Hist did send him a crew to help him get there. Storage space for a baby history, perhaps? Yeah. But again, he's got, like, he's got over 80,000 on him at the moment, and this isn't including whatever he probably, has back in Cyrodiil. However much he could sell spare stuff for, too. He doesn't expect to be back for a while. I was leaning more towards the assets probably still exist in some kind of Imperial guarantee, or at least they did until a dynastic change that probably has left Ngoth penniless come the time of Skyrim. Like, I imagine whoever was in charge, I imagine some of the Medes at some point probably just looked at that huge pile of gold, realized no one was coming to get it anytime soon, and spent it despite very explicit instructions from their predecessors not to. Here he is, coming in from downtown! I am still debating how successful the attempt to plant the history is. And what specifically spurs him to return. 'Cause I want there to be a good reason. I wasn't moving. I mean, I was moving, but in a straight line. I don't know how you missed. Ganathi, Chitin, Chitin, Curus, and Helm. His teleports him home like instant transmission. I don't know if they can do that. Oh, yeah? I see why he attacked me on sight. Plus, I'm thinking of the 100 different reasons for... Everyone knows how Skyrim opens. Why was he trying to go to Skyrim? The best I can figure is he got very lost on his way back and ended up at the wrong border when he actually landed the boat. Or maybe he even got caught up in a storm on the way back and landed in a really weird place because he's borderline immortal. He just lived through whatever stuff. Also, he's an Argonian, so he could, like, just sleep underwater if he really felt like it. Thing is, the Skyrim border you cross is the one with Cyrodiil. Yeah, I was like wondering, maybe he makes landfall around there, but gets a little mixed up because the scenery looks so different. He goes northeast instead of northwest instead of southeast. Near Darkwater Crossing? Yeah, maybe he landed somewhere near there. And got very turned around, because he's not been... At that point, he's not been on that continent in well over 200 years. He's not been to Skyrim specifically in almost 250. Very landlocked. Ooh. That creates issues. Gotta come up with some reason for him to have landed and for him to have gone to that area then. Could turn it into a joke. It's a completely landlocked city, Argonian. I am not a clever man. I'd have to have sailed up the Nibbin or down the inner sea of Morrowind to land near it. Maybe he did sail down the inner sea of Morrowind just to flip it off from his boat. Just the entire country. This kind of a victory lap of his least favorite location. It'd be confusing you would have sailed that far to Tamriel and didn't realize where he was. That's also true. Maybe he was just being petty on his way back and then he got a little east-west confused at one point. Ah! Wait, pull out the hammer, friggin'. What is happening? Oh, my fingers were on the wrong keys somehow. I was like one key over with my WASD. Down the eastern arm of the Inner Sea, east into Cyrodiil, then north through Bruma. Because of where I want his character arc to go, I really can't give him a Deus Ex, kind of explanation for why he's heading to Skyrim. He's kind of he would, at that point, he'd just ignore it. Is how I'm wanting his character arc to go. I also don't want him to... I'm toying with him not knowing how long he's actually been gone. I want the realization of that to be very big. Heck is this? Therith Farm. Does he know Uriel is dead at this point? He has a suspicion that he would have aged out by then, but he's not aware of the true scale of how long he's been gone. So he thinks it's possible that one of Uriel's kids is probably still on the throne. That is how mistaken he is at that point. And he knew... I want to say he knew some of Uriel's kids. Obviously, he never knew the one who technically succeeded him, Martin. Because no one knew... I will headcanon he might have known that Martin existed. I like to imagine Uriel trusted him enough to tell him that, just in case. Yeah, he wouldn't know for sure. His most optimistic he is maybe Uriel is retired by this point, and one of his kids is taking the throne. But he knows it's possible, but it's very at the back of his head at that point. He's kind of in denial about how long it's been. He thinks he was maybe gone 20 years at the absolute most. He does not know it's been well over 200 by that point. Maybe he lands in Morrowind, wanting to go to Cyrodiil to see Uriel or his kids. Border is secured because of the instabilities of Morrowind and border tensions with Cyrodiil. Goes to Skyrim, plans to go south into Cyrodiil, but gets caught at the border crossing. Yeah, that'd work pretty well. Ooh, Second Empire coins in here. Extravagant Emerald Amulet. These are Riemann, guys. How's it going? Lost hope I'd ever see another living thing. You get me out of here? Just approaching St. Eno's remains and all these undead woke up around me. Been hiding so far. They'll get me eventually unless you can deal with all of them. We leave safely now? Should be fine. Might I check this chest? By all means. Yeah, it's not like good stuff. I just checked. Don't think Skyrim explicitly states you were crossing to Skyrim. That is a good point. Though no one really recognizes you in Skyrim. So it's very iffy on that. Might just mean you were kind of a hermit. Also, you seem very confused about the political state, so just so you were trying to cross the border. Yeah. I mean, hell, the Stormcloaks themselves were trying to cross the border out to do something. What exactly, it's not clear. Leave to see Kinnerus open sky once more. St. Eno's tomb held more than I bargained for. Is St. Eno? Imperial cult didn't send you? No. Ringarth makes sense if he was just booking it. Yeah. Let me explain that. St. Eno of the Canyons was a first-era Nibonese merchant, charted passes through Shipal-Shin, searching for a tomb here, but didn't expect Riemann's accursed legions to be guarding it. It would have been sacred to them too, charting the routes they could invade Morrowind with. Need some time alone now. You should take this staff I recovered. Kept St. Eno quick and sure-footed as she explored Shipal-Shin. Staff of St. Eno. Cast on use, jump 35 points, slow fall 5 points. Huh. With sparks above me, I thought that was something attacking. Vingoth was just kind of traveling the roads, not even really bothering to enter any of the cities because he did not care or have the time. I remember, I've kind of established, Vingoth doesn't even really need to sleep anymore. He does it every once in a while, but it's not something he frequently does. So he could go a very long time without having to really interact with anyone. May have been en route to Riften or something? Could have been. Don't see why Ulfric himself would want to go to Cyrodiil. Well, he does say you were trying to cross the border same as us. Like, they were trying to cross the border for some reason. Just some naked orc out on top of a plateau, okay. Oh, okay. This makes a little more sense. He was part of a group. Not a group of naked people, but they're bandits. Not that different, frankly. He says, walk straight into that Imperial ambush, same as us. Ah. No, you're right. That he does have a qualifier. So maybe they were just around that area for some kind of meeting. Heck, maybe they were planning how they could try to take Helgen. Because Helgen was very clearly not under Stormcloak control at that point. Based on the general reactions of the public. Considering the Imperials had a trap for them, they might have been lured there. Possibly. I imagine Tullius Tullius did something clever. Despite what the Stormcloaks think, the Thalmor definitely had nothing to do with them getting caught. Because the Thalmor don't want them to get caught. They want the war to go on as long as possible so the Empire stays beaten and wary. Man, I could not find another Skyrender nest. I guess I'll just try to go back to the one that's near Narcissus. That one might have respawned by now. Even if it hasn't, the enemies in it are probably available. Like, I filled out most of this region looking for that. Rats. Darkwater Crossing isn't actually on the border. It's between Riften and Windhelm. Yeah, if Ungoth was trying to take... Like, he wound up maybe a bit further north than he wanted to. So he tried to land in Morrowind, couldn't really get too far there, so he had to take off and go, like, okay, south of here is also not going to be an option from what I hear. I'll try going from Skyrim. And Ungoth was too stubborn to ask anyone if that was a good idea. Does make it confusing. Rayloff assumes you were trying to cross the border. The specified region of outside Darkwater Crossing is not even an eye shot of the border. How does he know you were trying to cross? Also, trying to cross, that does make it sound like you failed to do so. Like, you were trying to get out of Skyrim but couldn't. It makes it weird that your character then refuses to leave Skyrim no matter what afterwards. Bug. Oh, it's a windmill. It's the older way of doing it. It doesn't not work, it's just... Sometimes it works against itself because of how wind is. This is not near the border, it did not catch you in the act. Admitting that was your intention is just admitting to a crime for no reason. Yeah. I think it was this way-ish. Actually, I could check. Maybe. Skyrender Problem could lead me to another one, actually. But I'll look over here a bit more first. I think it was around here. It's also been a while. Yeah, I'm totally off course. Vedas Plantation. Skyrenders from Kundasarai, Hive to the east. Kill their queen. Drano Vedas. Vedas Plantation. Eastern Narcissus. Unless you want to pay a gondolier to transport you across the river, it's probably easiest to reach by taking the purple road out to the southwest, going around to the east until you get there. It is on my map. Yeah, that's over there. Maybe more sky renders are on this side of it than on the west side. Cool, the Skyrim intro is mostly thought out like that. We do learn about where the ambush happened and stuff. That just makes it more frustrating. This weirdly makes no sense. I think I've seen... The more you talk about this, the more familiar it sounds. I might have seen people, like, actually discuss how little that makes sense before. Like, probably the people who wrote the opening and the people who wrote, the note that tells you about where the ambush was. Wasn't it, like, a note you can find somewhere? They might not have coordinated properly. Better than Morrowind's, though, with the first by carriage and now by boat. The Imperial City to Seyda, which, combined with Jubes, heard them say we've reached Morrowind makes very little sense. Yeah, because you start on Vardenfell. It'd be really impractical to get to Vardenfell without having been in some part of Morrowind beforehand. It's not technically impossible, but it'd be really weird, especially, like, to Seyda. Like, the best bet would have been, I don't know, probably from, like, Fort Anellis, this area. Like, Old Ebonheart wouldn't have been terrible, but if you didn't want to go straight to Ebonheart, which is weird for ports, and Vivek probably doesn't want to take in that thing, like, getting to Seyda from Old Ebonheart would not be too tricky, and plus, Old Ebonheart is Imperial controlled, for the most part. Though, maybe I'm going a little too much off the fan mod for that. Sensible route would be they took a carriage into Morrowind to the edge of the Inner Sea, and then took a boat across to Seyda. If that's so, they reach Morrowind before even being on a boat. Yeah, it's a weird line, for sure. To be fair, maybe the stuff was recorded back when they intended, the whole game to be, like, Morrowind to be the whole game and not just on Vardenfell. I mean, Oblivion doesn't even try to give an answer, it's just, you're in prison, your character doesn't seem to know why either, and no one outside the prison seems to recognize that you were supposed to be in there. Like, there was no official pardon, you didn't finish serving your sentence, whatever it was. Even the guard outside doesn't recognize you. Which actually does lend credence to the you literally spawned in there theory. Only way to avoid touching mainland Morrowind be to go around Tamriel, either by going by and through Skyrim, then off its coast by boat, south along the Niben, and then all the way around. Both of which are incredibly long and awful routes which make no sense. Yeah, for prisoner transport, which you want to be as fast as possible. Yep, they've respawned. Ah. Paralyzed. Ah, paralyzed. Well, at least I'm getting levels. Really small boat, so it wouldn't be good for a long voyage by sea. Yeah, you can't keep that many supplies in it. Where's all the food for such a pointlessly long voyage? Yeah. It's quite possible Jube was just stupid, or misspoke. Maybe he meant to say Vardenfell, but he said Morrowind by accident. You know? Probably a more reasonable guess than anything else. Alright, finally got the friggin' venom. Gets me back here, and now to just walk all the way to Septim's Gate Pass. Alright then.
Let's do some business, shall we?
Maybe they put a bag over Jube's head so he didn't see they were in Morrowind on the carriage or being transferred to the boat. For whatever reason, the guards were really quiet about having reached Morrowind until they reached Vardenfell specifically. And I think it's more likely he meant to say we'd reached Vardenfell and just misspoke. It's an easy mistake to make. I mean, how many Morrowind players have made that mistake? He's not even... I mean, he's part of the game, so it's a little harder. It'd make more sense, yeah. It's like, either all this elaborate crap, or, Jube just might have said the wrong word. And was... Maybe he didn't even hear himself do it. I know I've done that. Or maybe he noticed, but decided not to correct himself and just hoped you'd leave without pointing it out. None when you were through with him. All lore misconceptions will be ripped to shreds by Quilla. All of them. It's unclear if Jube was from Morrowind or not. He was, caught on a job to assassinate a Redoran official. He was in fact a skooma head, though. Huh? Turned his life around afterwards. Apparently killed every single cliff racer. All of them. It does actually make sense for him to be confused and out of it. Probably going through withdrawal. A little bit. Apparently he gets clean and exterminates the one thing Morrowind hates more than Outlanders. Their own wildlife. Ugh. All things considered, we should commend him for being such a nice and friendly guy going through skooma withdrawal. I mean, I'd say the fanbase as a whole has commended him quite nicely. There's more fanfiction of him than I think there is of Almalexia. May feel like his insides are trying to crawl outside his body. That's no excuse to not show some common courtesy to his cellmate. Hey, you're his cellmate. You're the closest thing he has to a friend right now. Jube is a real ride or die. And it really does not take much for him to get on the ride side of that. Wonder whatever happened to him. I imagine this is all Ngoth actually thinking back to his first day on Vardenfell, and wondering what Jube was talking about. But then he starts kind of thinking about other stuff he heard, and how the guy was clearly going through withdrawal at the time. Like, he didn't notice it at the time, but looking back... Hope they treat him well. Yeah, I got the stuff. Thank you. Let me have those, I'll mix them like so. Now down the hatch. Ah, pain's already subsiding. Shouldn't be long before I can pass the sapphires, give them to the guard here. I'll finally be free from this cell. Might want to get some water ready. Please, Ngoth III, allow me to thank you properly. Meet me in the encampment of my people, the Hunza. Teach you some things about Shanathi remedies that may be of use to you. Sure, why not? Prisoner looks better already. Aviadid seems to have done the trick. It'll be nice when Ngoth gets to see Jube again. Sort of. It'll be nice to see him. It won't be nice what the circumstances are. Pain is already subsiding. I don't think it'll be subsiding for long. I think you're about to get something much worse instead. Now, granted, something not fatal. But, you know, stool softeners don't work on Sapphire. This is just whatever you did is just making your body pass it despite it not being small enough yet. Then, seems we owe you his life. Hardly a worthy trade, but take these sapphires. Acquired them across the border. Heroes may try to take our valuables. We'll always find ways to outsmart them. I'll wait here for Sharish to be released. And travel with him back to the encampment of our people, the Hunza. After what you have done, you'll be a welcome visitor. Shanathi of the Western Canyons. Our encampment is located north of Septimus Gate Pass, high in the canyons.
What do you want, Outlander?
Yeah, thanks for the sapphires. You didn't, how precisely did you keep these away from the border officers? Find something to eat and make tea? I suppose it's only fair. Yes, you may go make tea. And food. You don't have to starve to death. Bathwater if you don't wanna. The name you're sticking with, huh? Only if you make tea for the rest of us, Bathwater. I mean, if you can. No, fuck off. Oh, you lived through that? And among the Hunza, fear not. Nithil? Enthil? We have no quarrel with you. I did help one of your folks. Hey, Sharish. Your other thirds are here. Good. And thank you for saving my life and freeing me by teaching you about traditional Shanathi remedy. Using a Kumeg, the trick is to first spread the other ingredients out of your concoction across the membrane. Tear it off little by little, grinding it into a paste. Mix it into the yolk. Effective in drawing out the egg's medicinal properties. Alchemy is increased by 2.
I'm very
Cool, thanks, man.
to make your acquaintance.
I don't really mess with that alchemy stuff, but...
What is this about?
Commemorate the priests of the Tribunal Temple, met with the gathered Shinathi tribespeople, through conversation and exchange of gifts, revealed to them the truth of Almcivi. Ah. Okay. It's definitely interesting. Will not deny that that is an interesting way to take that. Have at least one of them... one of the groups be converted. Shinathi are the good ones, basically. Not how I'd phrase it. Not how most people would phrase it. Would like to remind you of the Almcivi Tribunal. 2 of them Ungath killed. House Dunmer to a Shinathi. You're one of the good ones. It really is. That's too accurate. Verdad. Yeah, it's gone. I think I've kind of cleared out this area. I could explore down here, I suppose, but I don't think there's going to be much. Like, I don't even think there's cities in that direction, really. Might start exploring... Where'd be a good next place to go, I wonder? Fort Ancillus, maybe? That's way up far away from where I am, but you know. Will not be hard to get back. Don't have a spare wheelchair, do you? I've only got the one right now, and I don't really need it that much. Why do you ask? Where do I want to go to get over here as fast as possible? Guess in theory, old Ebonheart, then go down through Almosphere. Or actually, I can probably go through to Almosphere. You may need it. I feel like I need a little more context than that, Bathwater. You go to Othmora. You take me. Hi? Oh, hey! Sans Be Lazy. I think I'll call you Be Lazy. If that's cool. Hey, how's it going? I'm playing, Morrowind.
Please, go ahead.
Right knee is pretty fucked up. That sounds like more of a cane issue than a full wheelchair. Canes are pretty cool, they're good for twirling.
Well,
See where I can go from Othmora.
A warm welcome to you.
Only to Narcissus. Alright. Forgot you guys were like that.
With pleasure. Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Yeah, I can go from
Welcome,
Old
friend.
Ebonheart to... I can actually get to Balfoyen, which is even closer, I think. Yeah, I can get straight to Balfoyen from there. Actually, have I done the Mages Guild quests in Balfoyen? I might not have yet. Looking for a book called On Daedric Design. Alright, we can start here then. Book on Daedric Architecture by Nelos Hothri. Former mage of the guild, now at the Tribunal Temple. Might be able to get a copy from a bookstore, but it's hard to find. I'd ask around the local booksellers if I were you. Sure, why not? Imagine these quests are not going to be as good as Narcissus. I kind of just ran out of Narcissus stuff to do. I'll have to deal with it.
Citizen.
Catcatcher's Corner Club. Alliterative, but you might want to stay out.
Speak.
Outfitter. Warehouse at the docks. Port Authority. Said local booksellers. I assumed there might have been more than one in this town. There probably is at least one in this town, just kind of hoping they'd be nearby. You'd think booksellers would want to be near the Guild of Nerds. Like traders, I guess I can ask. Local economy? Economic hub of Western Morrowind. Traders of all kinds can be found in its markets. House Lalu does most of its maritime business with Balfoyan stocks. Business.
Let's do some business, shall we?
Just tried to do business with you, you didn't wanna. Here's a bookseller. Elar Fondus. Anything about on Daedric design? I don't have that book. Sounds rare. Eleni Tenandis in Necrom is known to stock texts on Daedric subjects. I'd check her bookstore.
You may speak.
Necrom, huh? Well, I know the path to get there. I gotta... Well, I can... Guild Guide to Ebonheart, then to Akamora, then I can take a Strider to Necrom. It's never fun, because Necrom is full of early writing where they don't know how to direct you places. That must be the Fighters Guild. Should probably make a new mark here, so I can get back fast.
Speak up!
No. Just shouts at someone to speak up if they're just standing next to you. Cat won't stop screaming? That's cats. Actually, you can take me straight to Akamora. This is easier than I thought it'd be.
Oh, friend, how about a potion today?
No. Yeah. Ow. To Necrom. I don't think I've been here during the day before. I don't like it. Didn't love it at night either. There'll be a bookseller somewhere. What's up, Bathwater? What's, causing this realization? Why might you be stupid? Shrine of Sharmat's Debt. Cool name. It's just clicked with you. Do warlocks have charisma as their primary stat so they can negotiate more power from their patron? Yeah. That's why it's all based on charisma for them. Because it's about negotiating with their patron. It's partially about that. See, for stuff like the Archfey and the like, Devil or whatever, it's definitely about negotiating a contract. For stuff like the Great Old One, it's more about maintaining a strong sense of self through, communing with something higher than you, and higher than you can properly comprehend. Which, charisma, a large part of that is, your sense of self. And that's also a big part of why Paladin has it, is being able to hold on to their sense of self and the sense of their oath is where their charisma is more describing. But charisma describes all those things simultaneously, so... Apothecary... 1 second while I turn on a light. Drink of water. Old One warlocks can also use charisma to get a cult going. Technically, any of them can do that. That's kind of the difference between warlocks and clerics. Is that, clerics deal with gods, warlocks deal with things that aren't quite worshipped like gods, even if some of them are stronger than gods, like the old ones. But then you'll have stuff like the Archfey, who definitely aren't as strong as gods, but not something you need to bring up to their face. There's a lot of shrines here. If you think about it, a cult is really just a warlock's union. By combining their collective negotiation power, they can strong-arm into much higher spell slots.
Probably just a ghost.
In this town specifically, that's a reasonable thing to assume. Anywhere else, you sound like an insane person. Yeah, autism has made you fixated on warlocks. I fixate on different classes at different times. But warlocks are a very common one, yes. Anandis's rare books. Doesn't really give me a location. Let me see. City above Necrom divided into 3 districts. Temple Courtyard houses the Fane of the Ancestors and Temple Holdings. Upper District is Center of Pilgrimage. Lower Quarter holds some residences and the Charnel Works. The bodies of the dead are prepared. Doesn't really tell me. So cool and neat, yet it's also kind of lame that at the end of the day, their power is beholden to something else. Or they sold their soul. Yeah, but that's like... That's what makes them cool and neat, honestly. That's what lets you... That's what makes role-playing as them very interesting. If your DM will work with you on it. This is a much more personal and direct connection than you usually get with, like, a cleric. Because usually it's very impersonal for them. Unless your DM is really cool and ties your, whatever god you worship deeply into the campaign, and then you can really be part of it. Of course, an uncool DM won't even do that for a Warlock patron either, and you'll just be another spellcaster who works a little differently. Like, honestly, I would call the Warlock experience in Baldur's Gate 3 a very poor one, because your patron doesn't matter. Like, unless you are playing Will Origin, you're not getting anything. And the same mostly goes for playing as a cleric. Because unless you're the cleric to a specific god, it's not gonna come up much. Unless, again, you're playing a Shadowheart Origin. Not found that bookseller. Maybe they're in another region? Hey, I really have no way to guess. I just have to go around. I mean, I have every way to guess. I mean, I have no way to know. I have to guess. Somehow doubt it's in the temple courtyard. Wrong door. Think I'd be a good DM? I've tried my hand at it before. And my players there were really into it. It was just for my brother and my younger cousin. but they were always really excited to play. But I worry I don't put in enough prep work to make really good stuff. At least I wasn't really then. A lot of it was like just using some prepared modules and trying to add little twists to it where I could. When I tried to prepare for something bigger, it wasn't working as well, because I didn't put in enough time on it. I think if I put in the effort, I could make something good. Just because at the end of the day, I do think I'm a good writer. Seems to be the only place that's like a market. It's not really seeing a bookseller here. You believe in me? Thank you, Bathwater. Oh. Fernandez's Rare Books. Whip. Gospel of St. Veleth. Hey, I happen to have on Daedric design. Look, obvious. Book is for sale if you wish to purchase it for your guild. Yeah, thanks. There you go, thanks. More a pain trying to find the dang bookstore. Damn it. I got it. Excellent work, Archmage. Here, take these potions for your trouble. Tell me when you're ready for more duties. Sure. One of our apprentice mages needs a partner on whom to practice destruction magic. Are you fucking kidding me? Same, the new apprentice mage, needs a partner, or more accurately, a moving target with whom to practice shock magic. In the training area right over there. Oh, don't look at me like that, Archmage. It's our responsibility as high-ranked mages to assist our novice colleagues. I guess.
Oh, greetings. How do you do? Maybe talk?
The pleasure
Hey,
is all
Same.
mine.
Excited to practice destruction magic with you. Yeah. The one supposed to practice with me, are you ready? As I'll ever be. Great. Just need to stand near the practice dummies. Cast shock balls towards you. You try to dodge them. Don't come too close to me. And here, take a few extra potions just in case it's too much. Ready? Let's begin. Ow. Great practice. Have fun. Come here. I have something to give you as thanks. The Art of War Magic. Thanks for practicing with me. Here, take this. Learned all I could from it. Might help you learn a thing or two about destruction. I think I've already read this one, but thanks. Yeah, I have. I mean, thanks anyway. Oop, almost deleted a spell.
Stay as long as you like. It would be a privilege to talk with you.
Alright. Nice work. Hope you learned something from the practice as well. Not a damn thing. I don't have any more duties for you at the moment. Check back in a few days.
How delightful. Welcome.
How about now? How about now? He just stands there staring at me for days at a time. Need to seek out the author of On Daedric Design, Nellos Hothri. Come again? The author of On Daedric Design. Suspect that his retirement may not be particularly fulfilling for a mage of his talents. I'd like you to recruit Nellos back to the guild if you can. Heard he's living in Almasthir. Alright, I'll just teleport there, I guess. Know where Nellis is? Nellis is here, north side of the canton. Find it opposite the Morag Tong Guild Hall. Ah, there's a Morag Tong Guild Hall. I could also kill people for money if I wanted to.
You have my blessings out there.
I almost said for fun. That's not why they do it, probably. Actually, I think for them it's a weird worship thing. I just don't care.
Speak up.
No. Do I not know what a canton is? Assumed it was this. There it is, probably.
Outlander.
Yeah, I went past it. Telvanni here and almost there. That's new. Suppose you need help finding your way around. Go ahead, ask. That's me. Can I help you? Ethelvora wants you to come back to the Mages Guild. Sorry, I left the guild for a reason. I was much more foolish in those days, and I saw more of evil than I ever care to see again. Found peace and happiness in my retirement. Serenity in the arms of the Tribunal. Tread carefully among those who seek power from the depths of oblivion in Goth III. There are things beyond the world that are not fit for mortal minds to know. You think the guild needs responsible people like you? Ethelvora seems to think highly of your talents. Well, kind, I'm afraid I must politely decline once again. Guild will have to look out for itself. Maybe you can get them back on a more sober track.
Outlander.
I respect you sticking to your guns. Could teleport, I'll just recall, it doesn't matter. Save like 6 gold doing it like this. He said no. Refuse to rejoin the Mages Guild? It's very disappointing. Afraid I can't take no for an answer. Do whatever it takes to get him here. Charm him, overawe him, join the temple yourself if you must. And we cannot conduct my studies without his expertise on hand. Lady, he doesn't want to. Cannot stand this lady. Here. Wanna try again? That's so. I do suppose a voice of responsibility could be valuable. Wouldn't want to let an old friend like Ethelvora down, after all. Shall join you at our guild hall and assist my old friend with the research. I have a hunch as to what that research is, in fact. That end, I'd like you to recover my notes on hyperbolic tessellation. Meet me at the Balfour Guild Hall with them. Hyperbolic tessellation? You know how many insane weirdos wrote about that in the Iliac Bay? None of them ever were on to anything. Hyperbolic tessellation is the phenomenon that enables the arcane properties of crystal. If I'm right about what Ethelvora wants, then I'll need my notes on the subject to assist her with the latest research. Unfortunately, when I retired, I sold my notes to a broker named Ilmana Dalothran. Represents Telvanni clients, so keep your head about you. Meet with Ilmana at the Limping Scrib here in Almathir. Find out who she passed my research to and get it back. Here, take some cash to grease the wheels. Oh, a rebate. Right to it.
What can she do for you? Sarah.
We could play a round of the game of 36. We have a different situation. No. Notes. But I cannot divulge secrets like this to a stranger. My clients count on me to protect their interests. May the price for my interest outweigh theirs. But I could find your interests more critical than those of the buyer for, say, 500 drakes? A bottle of Cyrodiilic Brandley.
You flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
At least they just sell it here. Fine. That's more like it. I sense my interest shifting already. Client who purchased Nillis Hawthreath's research is a Telvanni mage named Nisa Derithi. I have a favorite paladin oath. Not really. Cause I never really get to play it, so I never really figure out what my oath is, frankly. Like, I give my character concept, and then they're like, no. And so I don't get to go further into character creation than I've been on it. Just pick a god? Yep. The Lord of Tel Gillen, settlement in southwestern Telvannis district. Mark it on your map for you. Oh, and you didn't hear this from me, obviously. Nisa Derithi, Telvanni mage, who's the Lord of Tel Gillen. Said Telvanni district, but I don't know what the hell that is. Tel Galan. Sure, it's somewhere. Be damned if I know where, though. It's all the way up there. I don't even know how to get to Helnum. Some of these, they really couldn't think of a way to actually do this and just, go to this other place we made years ago. Alright, give me a minute to look up how to get to Helnum. Okay, looks like they have boat travel from Firewatch. Getting to Firewatch should be easy.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
Well,
I think I went the wrong way. I think they're downstairs, actually. The guild guide, that is.
How about a potion today?
Give me to old Ebonheart.
Bring good fortune with you. Welcome.
Get me to Firewatch.
Hey, old friend.
Thought that was an exit. I should be able to get to the docks to ask about, travel to Helnum. I don't talk with people I don't like. I don't know you. Helnum, if you would.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Tel Galan is just east. Apparently they have a mages guild here. Where do their guild guides go? I passed it. Do they not have a guild guide? They do. They go to Firewatch and Nivalis. Okay.
Well, I find myself in pleasant company.
Well, there's enough mushrooms for this to be Telvanni. I'm a Telvanni too, obviously. How's it going? I don't care. Here for something else. Okay, our laboratory.
Archmagister of House Telvanni, how may I serve you?
Hey, how's it going? I'm looking for your boss. Yeah, I need something from him. And I know I'm allowed to kill him to take it.
Welcome, friend. I feel as though I should know you.
You do. Master Derithi is the Telvanni Lord here. Find him right at the top of this tower if you're sufficiently adept at magic to reach him. Most business goes through his mouth. Figured this was the top of the tower, but clearly I was mistaken. I mean, it's very obviously the top of the tower, because you can't get higher than this, so he's just lying to me about where the Lord is. That's annoying. There really isn't a higher spot than this. He's not in here. Almost fell a long way. That would have been a slight nuisance. Not a big deal, but I wouldn't have liked it. Check through services, I guess? These are council chambers.
Welcome, friend. I feel as though I should know you. A warm welcome to you. A warm welcome to you. I see this land suits you. We welcome you freely. Welcome, friend.
That really doesn't help. Does it have a Silt Strider? Huh. Wonder where it goes to.
Welcome, friend. I feel as though I should know you. I see this land suits you. We welcome you freely, Outlander.
Welcome, friend. Are you the one I've heard talk about?
The hell is this guy? He's at the top of the tower, but I went to the laboratory, which is as high as you can go in the tower, and he's not there. Like, I don't see another entrance higher than that. I see stuff where you could put an entrance, but there isn't one. There's an upper hallways somewhere. I don't see how to get to it, but okay. Maybe that's what they meant. Couldn't be that. What the hell is this? Oh. Who on you? Don't do ceiling doors. Nowhere else does that.
A warm welcome to you.
What the hell is that thing? No, you don't go free until I know what you are. That's not a Khajiit.
You want?
Talks like one, but that's clearly not one. Not one I've ever seen.
I see that.
Hell is this? Just a pillow and a chair in a hard-to-reach location? And I guess I kinda get it. Want some alone time?
I see this land suits you. We welcome you freely, Outlander.
How's it going?
In here. Get out.
Brings you here. I had some old notes on hyperbolic tessellation. I don't think... Oh, yes, I read it. Yeah, that's right, I read it. It was worthless drivel. You'd expect as much from some soft guild academic. Still, I'm not about to hand it back over to you Mages Guild wretches. Tell your Nilos Hothri to conduct his experiments again and keep better track of them this time. Just a bunch of loose notes, they weren't even peer-reviewed. You think you could fool an old man? You wouldn't have been sent to me if the notes weren't valuable. Fine then. Always willing to entertain a bit of shaffer. Why'd you pay me? 5,000 drakes. I call that a bargain. How about I pay you and not cutting your goddamned head off? You know I'm a member of the guild, and therefore if I kill you and take your shit, everyone will just think you were too weak to keep it yourself, right? I'm literally above you. Do. Do. He didn't even have them on him. Yeah, if I rob you, that also means I deserved it. Did they seriously not put it on his person? Oh no, they're just like right here. I can just steal them. I'd rather just steal them, frankly.
That stupid wolf got blood all over me.
You've been expelled from Great House Telvanni. That's not what the House Telvanni rules are. If you... The rules in Telvanni are, if you steal it and they don't manage to kill you, then you deserve it more than they do. You can't be kicked out for stealing. Did they change how Telvanni works? Like, did this mod lore break Telvanni? Because that's not what the actual literal rules are. Alright, let's leave. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got him. Very complicated subject. innately tied to unanswered questions about the nature of arcane forces' interactions with the mundane. Those notes are essential if we're to get anywhere. Yeah, I got them. Okay, where is he? There he is. Grand, I trust that getting these back didn't cause you too much trouble? Caused me some, what's the word I'm looking for? Intrusive thoughts. We finally begin work. Here, take this for your time and trouble. Snug spring shirt. Constant effect, resist frost, and fortify acrobatics. Not bad. Did I take strength damage at some point? Okay, there's one in this town. Took some strength damage, but I also don't have this on right now. Helps some. Also carrying a lot. After I do this, I should probably stop by Caius's house again. Only just outside town. I'll just walk rather than cast the spell.
Find someone else.
I even see where my recall mark is because of the X. Alright, what else? None of the guild has been arrested. You know him, Same. Apprentice, I asked you to help with shock magic training. Not sure what happened. It was bad for our reputation to have any guild member sitting in lockup. I need you to free Same. Alright. Aegis holding him with the Imperial Commission. I have to convince the magistrate, Genonium Mellitus, to set him free. Use your best judgment, Archmage. I'll talk to them. Technically, I'm in charge of all of them, so they have no right to do anything if I let him out. Let me find out why he was locked up first. Probably should have asked where the Imperial Commission is, but I assumed it was near here. It's probably this, with all the Imperial symbols on it. Yeah.
I'm listening.
Genonia Mellitus. Doesn't say garrison, I need to know. It's kind of the only way to go, so I guess the garrison.
Hail, friend.
What say you? What say you? What say you?
I say get out of the way. Need to stop putting patrolling people in very narrow hallways.
What say you?
It just makes it so the player now can't go through that hallway. I don't want to talk about it. Go away, Archmage. Come on. Oh, I'm happy, dear. Trust me. You must know I'm about 500 scepters of the hold with the kimono tongue. Coming for me. Locked up in the Imperial Commission is the safest place I could be. Claims he deliberately got himself arrested so he could avoid the debt collectors of the kimono tongue. Excuse me, where's the magistrate? You don't know either. Okay. Bounties, huh?
What say you?
Still this shit. Isn't upstairs, we can talk to the magistrate up here.
Speak freely, friend.
You. That's me. Someone I remember him. Ghoti walked up to the temple's front doors and conjured a scamp right there. Made him perform some obscene gestures, the faithful watching from the windows. Pled guilty to disturbing the peace and illegal summoning. You have to convince me to let him go. Hang on, let me look into this a little more.
May the wind be on your back.
Hey, try asking over at the guild if she knows anything about the kimono tongue in this area. Before I have you let him out, because he clearly wanted to get caught, just double check that he's not stupid. Double check I'm not getting the stupid kid killed. And I can find the tongue and kill them all. That'd solve my problems.
It is a pleasure, Outlander. Do you require my services?
About it. Anything about the kimono tongue? Local mob, better to stay on the good side. Don't rock the boat. If bad things happen to people who mess with them. Okay, good to know you're literally useless once again, you stupid bitch. Something about her rubs me the wrong way. Give me a minute. Okay, looks like there's literally nothing you can do in advance. You just have to get him out and then deal with stuff. Which is a really stupid way to make that work. The normal person would try to solve things before getting him out of there and putting him in danger. But no, I have to do it the dangerous way.
What say you?
Get the fuck out of the way!
It's
God.
unfamiliar.
I'll cover the cost of his fine, what is it? Fine, whatever. Send him to the hereby commuted. Send word to the guards he's to be released. Meet him in the holding area downstairs. Whatever. I'll just kill the kimono tongue who comes after him rather than spend more money.
What say you?
Yeah. Thought that would still work like that. It doesn't. Alright, come on.
I like what I see.
What are you doing? Ethelvora tells you to free Same and no questions asked, you just do it. Lots of questions asked. Look, I'm just going to kill anyone who tries to hurt you like I do everywhere else. What if I don't want to be free? I'm not stupid, I heard you. Kimono tongue wants my blood. They're a bunch of gangsters, and I'm the head of the Imperial Army. I don't think you remember that part about me. I'm in charge of the entire army in this region. Already ruined that plan, so you don't want to break some more serious laws right here, right now. I need you to escort me back to the guild hall. The Tongs collectors won't jump us if we go together. You're making an awful lot of demands for someone I could have killed. Also like the point to stand that I'm in charge of the Morag Tong as well.
What say you?
Dude, fucking move! That's what I say. Ah. That's his default location, too, is the problem. By default, he doesn't move from a spot that you can't get around. This area was made by actual stupid people. There is no conceivable way you did not test for this, for being able to walk past someone. That is the bare goddamned minimum for this shit. He's not an important NPC. If I have to trigger no clip to get around him every time I need to move through here, remove him! What do you want?
Is the end of you?
There. You talk one more ounce of shit, I'm bashing your skull in. Way to make the most annoying quest possible, game. The logical solution is the one you're not allowed to do. The person you save is constantly an asshole to you throughout it. And there's a guy standing in the hallway who will never move, and you can't get around. All of this combined to say this just is, it sucks. We're back. Thank you for sticking up for me back there, I suppose. Now I wait for the Tong to take their revenge. I should go back to the temple, demand sanctuary again. I'm kidding, I'm just gonna hole up in the dormitory and never come out. It's a lot, Archmage. Have this, I told the guards it was study notes. You ever do shit like this again, I'm having your family killed first. I'm gonna make them watch what I do to you. Did that make any sense? No, but it's gonna hurt. Freedom? Excellent work. Yeah, more duties. Collect a package from Kurhu. Cave trading posts in the Armunash lands. Standing arrangement with the leader of the outpost to collect items of magical interest that may fall into his hands. Go to Kurhu, deliver this gold to Malmus Habadu, and Gus fall from heroism. He was never that heroic. He's heroic enough to help people he likes, but if you're just annoying, he's going to hurt you. Bring me whatever items he gives back in exchange. Listen carefully to my directions. Kurhu can be difficult to find. Okay. Must travel to Arvud, either by Silt Strider or on foot, following the south road. Once you reach Arvud, take the road south until you come to a junction. Follow the Kragenmoor road west. Reach the ruins of Old Balal, you've gone too far. Forward you will come across a stone cairn overlooking a field of tar pits. South of the road. Travel southwest through the field, over the ridge, keep that heading until you reach the Cave of Kurhu. Go quickly now, Archmage. Alright, where's the Silt Strider? They're not supposed to be hard to see, but for some reason the people who build these towns make them hard to see. Ah yes, behind a giant-ass building. If I didn't happen to already be near it, that would have been impossible. Okay, you can't actually silt stride me to the place the game told me to silt stride to. That's really cool and nice. Where am I even going? Zal Balal. Where's Arvud? That's Arvud. I've been there before. Lanowek is close enough that they might stride me from there.
Where would you like to go?
Yep, Arvud.
Why walk when you can ride?
Okay. Okay, let's reach Arvud, take the road south till you come to a junction, follow the Kraganmore Road west. Don't care. Follow the road south until you come to a junction. Kraganmore Road west. Before I come across a stone cairn overlooking a field of tar pits south of the road. Keep my eyes south. That a tar pit? I don't think so. That's just smoke coming out of the ground. That could be a stone cairn. I don't see any tar pits, though. Back to the road, then. I've gone too far. I didn't really see what they were talking about. I didn't see any tar pits. Like, I was looking, too. Stone cairn overlooking tar pits, south of the road. I tried to look for stone cairns. The ones I saw were not overlooking tar pits. Does she know what a tar pit is? Do I know what a stone cairn is? I think I do. Be up there? Hell was that sound? These are tar pits, kind of. Out of the road. Travel southwest through the field, over the ridge. Keep that heading until you reach the cave of Kurhu. Go quickly now. Over the ridge. I guess that's this spot here? That's southwest. Keep that heading. He's launching fireballs. How was that? This it? Kurhu, sure enough.
Keep moving, scum.
Hey, what's up? Package from Kurhu. With the Mages Guild, do you have my money? Yeah, and yeah. Excellent, here are the items I got for your boss. Nothing out of the usual. We did get this odd helmet off a group of cultists headed up to the mountains. Maybe she can make some of it. Tell Ethelvora it's a pleasure doing business as always. Seem like a trustworthy Escadron. Got a trifling matter I need handled. You handle it, or I'll toss in a grand soul gem just for you. What do you say? I'm listening. Colleagues and I recently hired a caravaneer named Saurus Dalvor in the normal course of our business. Saurus decided he'd rather not be one of our suppliers, after he'd already been here to Kurhu. This doesn't work for me. Don't want any Hlalu or Imperial busybodies knocking down our door because dear old Saurus spilled the beans. Shut Saurus up for good, that grand soul gem is all yours. Betty's staying at Lucky Shalas's caravanserai in Arvud with the other caravaneers passing north. Sure. I've killed for less.
Let's do some business, shall we?
It's interesting. To make it easier to find here, I actually kind of don't want to fill in more stuff. At least I got the ridge right, though. Bring back his flask. Lucky Shalas's Caravanis.
Sweet skooma. What is this regarding, Argonian?
Here we are.
You may speak.
Check the name. Source Dalvor.
You have my attention.
What is this
Well,
regarding,
hello there.
Argonian?
A pleasure to meet you.
Excuse me. I was just thinking.
You could keep doing that then.
Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
Hey, how's it going? Doris Dalvor? You couldn't lead traveling merchants into a trap like that, it's wrong. Fair enough. I don't really care about the gem. I've killed for less, but usually they're annoying.
Wealth beyond measure. Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
I don't personally give a shit. I got it. My package, great. See what Malmus has collected for us this time. Frost salts again. Rest of it is... This is all junk. Keep it, sell it, I don't care, but... What's this? Strange artifact seems interesting, at least. Similar to... Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. What are you doing standing there, Archmage? Waiting for more duties? I could have you exiled. I can't explain it. It does seem to be built with the same kind of arcane crystal as Nellos and I have been studying. Perhaps this rare crystal you'll recover from Anash Bibi will shed some more light on it. I'll get back to you on that.
The pleasure is all mine.
You guys, have a guild guide, right?
I'd be happy to talk. My pleasure, really.
Welcome, friend.
We have a
I
guild
feel
guide
as
here,
though I
right?
should know you.
We don't have a guild guide.
It is a pleasure, Outlander. Do you require
Or
my
I was standing
services?
near one and forgot it. There they are.
You choose to share your time with me? You humble me.
You're in
Welcome,
good company,
Argonian.
friend.
Let's set
Welcome.
aside our differences and talk, shall we?
I gotta go unload some crap. One of these days. Got like 200 pounds over what I'm comfortable carrying. Oh, let's get rid of some of these trophies. Golden St. Curus. Daedric Face of Consolation. Shadow's Embrace. Haven Mail. It's already about 100 pounds down. Staff, who cares? Collection of kitchen knives, the unique name. This sword I found. This unique dagger. These potions. These potions. This liquor. Brandy. Keep on to restore strength. Don't need levitate potions. Don't need fire shield. Don't really need healing potions. Why do I have these yams? Where did I find these? Why did I keep them? But I can, at the very least, go do what we set out to earlier.
How wonderful. Welcome.
Where's our enchanter? Cast on strike, yes. Paralyze. Let me actually see what kind of soul I could put. Scamp soul. Gave it almost nothing. Hell, I could give it a self-target on that. There we go.
If there's
the
anything
bow
I can
katana.
do, I am humbly at your service.
It's crap. Absolute trash. Paralyzed for 2 seconds in 2 feet on touch. Cast on strike. Absolutely worthless. Just how I like it. Bo-Katan doesn't deserve nice things. Stop putting her in stuff.
Welcome, Outlander.
Alright, duty. Rare crystal. Recent glacial collapse up in the Velothes revealed part of the legendary Daedric ruin called Anashbibi. Rumor has it the powerful Daedra Ishul Mahon has established himself there. Cultists are descending on the place. Need you to kill Ishul Mahon, bring me the rare crystal he carries. Donna Galvith, a scout in Uman who occasionally works with the guild, will be able to give you directions. What the fuck is Uman? That's Uman. Alright, why do I bother with you weirdos? This is probably where we'll call it for today. It's a little early, but getting sick of dealing with this. Major step down from Narcissus, but I should have seen it coming, frankly. So, gonna stop the recording for YouTube here. As always, thank you so much for coming if you came. If you didn't come, you don't get a thank you. Bye-bye, YouTube.